Oh, there we go. All right, so let's try that again because I forgot to check to see if my stuff was open. My volume was on. I forgot to. Alrighty, let's do this. All right. Okay, let's try that again. First of all, I have my face this time. You guys get to see me a little bit. Um, if it gets in the way of the project, then I will remove my face. But this is the project. So this, like I said, this is the prototype. Um, I want to show you. So when you open it, when you open it, slides him up, says best wishes. But like I said, I have to fix some stuff because this, I don't know if it's bent too much or it's not strong. I don't know, but we're gonna try to fix it. I think I know what I did wrong, but it's supposed to go right back down. All right, so let's do it. And get all my stuff out of the way. And I'm going to hope and pray that no one rings the doorbell because I might have forgot to put my sign up stating that I'm doing a live. So we'll see how that works. Alrighty, let's get started. All right, so today we're gonna use some of Cat Scrappiness products. It's kind of been a little time, and I did prepare everything, but I'm gonna get out what we're gonna use. Let me find my birthday because we're doing a birthday card, and then let's see, and then we're also gonna use the stamp. Okay. So this is what we're going to use. Oh, you know what? I'm also going to use one. Oh, not this one. It's not in here because I actually have everything set up and ready to go in my inside of my Misty. So it's prepped up, but we are gonna use this, and I have the dye that goes with it for you to be able to cut it out, which I love because you can cut all of them out at the same time. So you'll have multiple sentiments ready to go. And all we all know, like I love my little strips, my sentiment strips. And definitely ooh, that's like the last thing I think about. So it's really nice to have this so that I could be able to just place the sentiment. And there's many different types of sentiment. You have um a sympathetic one. You have love, birthdays, friends, special day, which could be for wedding, best wishes. There's tons of different sentiments that goes with different types of um, card themes. So now, and then we have the box die. This is the box craft die. It's a 3D square box craft die, and we're gonna use this, and that's what I used here to make the card do the up pop up. So this again, that's a prototype. Do not look at that. That was my okay. We're gonna see how we're gonna go about it this morning. So let's get started. So I'm thinking of a pink and blue kind of a color, but I want to add a design to this box. So I'm going to use a light pink, and then I'm gonna probably put like a blue glaze. So let's get started. Cutting this out. And I'm gonna move everything out the way so it's not too crowded for you guys. All right, so we're gonna put both of the dies. I'm gonna try to make both dies fit on here so that I don't have to go too back and forth with it. Because I have all my dies, I mean not my dies, all my papers, majority of my papers are cut out at a A2 size. Let me grab my spellbinder. All right, I'm gonna come up a little bit. I'm gonna move my camera so you guys can see me a little bit more. There we go. Awesome. Still getting used to this whole camera face thing. All right. So we're going to go ahead, start die cutting. How is everybody doing this morning? How was your day? What are you planning on doing today? I know I have to, I need to get my car. I just found out that my truck inspection and registration has been expired, apparently. All right, let's go ahead and run this through. Alrighty. I'm getting used to cutting in my my spellbinder. Now, the plates still break my heart, but it's okay. I'm just gonna flip it now because I don't want it to stick. Now for the sentiment, that's the happy birthday. We're gonna go ahead and die cut that out now as well. And we're gonna use, so the die, the sentiment die, the happy birthday die, and the shadow, we're gonna use that shadow to get, I'll show you guys. It's a lot easier if I show you. We're gonna use that shadow to allow us to connect the mechanism to the back so that when you open it, it still comes up like it's supposed to. So we're gonna do that in blue. I'm gonna put, let's see. Yeah, I'll do the words in blue. Yeah. I'm gonna do the word in blue, and then I have to do the shadow twice. And I'm gonna use black and some pink. All right. I wonder if I could get it in at the same time. Let's see. I can. All right, let's do it. Now this is a little thing I do that I'm sure you're probably not supposed to do, but I love saving my time. So I'll put like 2 papers together and die cut it. Great. And it helps save time, and you just equal, right? Ooh, it's hard. Okay. And I forgot this is pretty thick. So, ooh. I have to do that paper trick that Bonnie told me. It was Bonnie or Amelia, one of them. All right, so we have that ready to go. And then we have our word die. So let's get started. Putting some stuff together. How is everyone doing today? What are your plans? What are you just relaxing today? Kids are at school if you have any kids. What are your plans? All right, so I want to decorate this box. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some washi tape. And I'm going to have the washi tape hold the two together so that the pattern can be continuous. And what we're gonna use, this is the what's it called? Love Doodles stencil. We're gonna use the Love Doodle stencil, and we're going to find a good spot. Now, I don't want it on the flap, right? So I am going to take more washi tape and cover that flap so that I don't get it on there. And you know what? I'm just going to let it stick to the table because that's going to probably help us a lot. All right. So I'm going to put it at this angle. We'll do that. And I'm going to use, since we use pink, I'm going to go ahead and use Blue Shabby Glitter Mousse. Hello. Hello, Michelle. Karina, hello. 2 boys, 11 and 10. Good job for you, because I think my son is ooh, this fell off. My son is 14, he'll be 15. God help me, I'm about to start dealing with a driving teenager. Stay out of the roads. And he and my daughter's only 12, but man, I don't know what it is. Their ages are pretty, like, I consider it to be pretty close, but they just argue and fight all the time. The first time I'm watching you live. Well, welcome, Karina. Sorry, I have an accent sometimes. But welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. I'll be live this entire week except for tomorrow. I have VA stuff to do. But I'm so glad to have you. All right. Look at that. And what I like about using my washi tape is I literally can, since we already taped the back, just gotta pull it like that. And we'll set this to dry. And we'll get on to the next part. Oh, let me wipe this off. Count on me to make a mess. Guys, let me tell you, after my live yesterday, I had the biggest mess on my table. Okay, so let me tell you the idea I have for this. I wanted to make sure that I show you how I do it before I just cut it out, because it's a little complicated. But I like to do, like, I'm not sure what the technical name is for it, but I think it's like a inlay, I guess you could say. Inlay, kind of a die piecing. I don't know if that makes sense. I'll show you though. It's gonna make sense. So with this, right? Michelle, my boys are very close, 20 and 24. They both have summer birthdays. You know, is the summer birthdays a lot easier? Because I feel like with school, like my kids try to do parties and stuff. Like they're in May, and then my older daughter in July, and she. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna explain to you guys in a second. 1 second. Let's do this part real quick. I don't mind all the inside parts, so I'm gonna leave it alone. But we're gonna lay this and try to center it. Make sure you guys can see. Center it as best as possible. And then I'm gonna put another washi tape, and what that's gonna do, it's gonna make the I guess cut out this out of the paper, and then we'll place that inside. So it's like piecing. No problem with the accent. My Mexican thick accent myself. Oh, okay. So you already know how it works. All right. Let's go ahead and let's cut it out, and you can see how it looks. My husband has a way more thicker accent than I do. But he was for me, like I was born in New York, but New York is like one of those places that if you have uh if you have any type of background in like any other country or so, you kind of like develop an accent. Run it one more time. I have that tape. Okay. And then watch this magic. I'm gonna move this. I might actually have to use this again, so I'm gonna put this here. All right. Here we go. And then we have an extra pink one if we want to use it. Don't break, don't break, don't break. Sorry, I'm getting quiet because I'm nervous about taking this out. There we go. Two beans. I do have a little piece of tape on here. I'm just gonna scrape that off. Where do you live now? So I am in Texas right now. I just retired from the military. So my last duty station was actually in Texas. My husband is still military. So he is, the reason why I'm still here. Hello, is that foam you're working with now? No, actually, this is regular paper. Just cardstock. It's thick, very thick cardstock though. I don't use any, besides like maybe my foam squares, but that's about it. Hello, fellow Texan. What part of Texas are you at, Kimberly? Thank you for your support, Karina. It's been a rough ride. I'm glad to be done with it. It was an honor, and honestly, if I could, I would definitely go back because I did love being in the military. It was honestly my dream to be in the military, and well, let's just say a lot of things that happen, and sometimes it can affect your entire career. And unfortunately, PTSD is one of mine that got me. So it's okay. It's all good. I'm getting the help, and I'm a lot better, a whole lot better. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and we just use that the regular shadow just so that we can be able to place it on here. Okay. Thank you for your husband for your service. Oh, I will let him know, Michelle. Thank you. Kimberly, you're in Austin. Oh, that's far. That's like a good, I want to say like 9 hours or 10 hours from me. I'm in El Paso. I travel to Mexico a lot um, now. I couldn't before because in the military we're not allowed to go across that border. But as soon as I got out, I went over and oh my God, it's so beautiful over there. And the houses over there are gorgeous. And I might be, biased to it because I, I don't know. It was not only was it comfortable, to be over there, but it was the don't judge, okay, when I say this, but it had 6 elements on the stove, and that was a norm. Like, I was like, I need this. 6 elements? I need this. And that honestly sold me to Mexico. All right, so now we're just gonna place this in. I do have shakes. I do really, really bad. Uh, Okay, there we go. Alrighty. Right. Wipe off any excess glue I might have. And look at that. Cool, right? I love the inlay look. I think it's adorable. Okay, that part is done. And I'm going to save this for next time because I'm probably gonna make this cardigan. I'm sure of it. All right, next part. We're going to go ahead and stamp out our sentiment and our image. I couldn't get it out, but yes, we're gonna stamp the image. What branch did you serve? Oh, Michelle, I was in the army. I was army. My job was a nurse. I was a nurse before the army, and then I went in as, you know, as a nurse and as active duty. So it was cool. It was nice. I loved it. And I think I actually originally wanted to go. I wanted to try to do the Marine because I heard it was the hardest. And out of everybody, my husband decided to go Army. So I had to go Army in order for us to be able to stay together as a family. But let's see. This is gonna close. Have you had a chance to visit any craft fairs or conventions? No, I have not yet. This came down. I am, like I said, I just got out the military, like in August. So I'm kind of like the first when you when people who are in the military when they get out, the first couple of months we don't know what to do with ourselves. Like we kind of lose it because it's such a controlled environment, and then you have your daily your daily PT and then motor pool and all that stuff. And so I moved it. Oh man, I moved it. And so when you get out, you're just trying to figure out what to do with yourself. And you start going into things and doing things. You first start doing stuff that you could not do while you're in the military, right? And then you kind of try to figure your way out. And it's kind of weird because the way that it is, we are trying we're running from order, and then we need it. So then we suffer. It's the most weirdest thing. I can't really explain it. I don't know if I'm explaining it good. But yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and let's stamp this down. Where's my ink? Oh, here it is. All right. I'm going to use my oh wait, I'm Copic coloring. So I'm going to use my Simon Says Intense Black ink. And I think I used this one. I'm going to go ahead. I'm just going to stamp both of them. Why not? Why not? And these are already primed, so I don't have to worry about it. But when you first get your stamps, just remember to prime your stamps. All right. Hopefully this is just one shot. Nope. Okay, one more time. And then, wrong one. So yeah, I was telling you about my son. My son is 15 and he's about to start driving. And I'm scared. I'm sincere. Oh, I double stamped. Knew that was gonna happen. All right, we're gonna do that again, and I'm gonna do it the easier way. I'm just going to take a full paper. Cut it down. Hold on 1 second. Sorry, guys. I was hoping I had one on my scrap, but me having paper on my scrap, oh, no way. Because I use all my papers. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this down. And I'm actually gonna do it standing because I don't need it to be perfect, so I'm gonna do it standing. This one, nope. This one's better. Yes. All right, no messing up this time. I read Kristen Hannah new books, The Woman. It's the most eye-opening book I've ever read. 5 stars. It would have a ton of trigger warnings for you. Oh yeah, I'm still dealing with my triggers and stuff. That's kind of the sad thing, which also made it really difficult for me to really move on from the military. Being out of it because of what I went through, it kind of hurt. You know, it felt like I just felt like the military like threw me away. You know, they were just like, you're broken, and you just threw me away. That's what it felt like, but that's not true. It's just how we feel. It's in the weirdest way. We almost look at the military as like mom and dad, if that makes sense. Like we were trained to always try to please and make sure I was a sergeant, but before that, as a specialist, oh, it happened again. Why is it happening? Okay, well, this is fine. We're going to use that. And I'm going to just cut this out. I don't know why it keeps moving. One last time, but this time I'm going to use Versamark ink because I don't need this. I don't need it in any Copic marker friendly ink. I just need it to be nice and detailed. See? Awesome. When in doubt, Versamark it out. Because you are talking and crafting. I know. That's 100% why. All right, I'm gonna put this away, and then I'm gonna Copic color this, and then we'll get to the die cutting. Now, so this critter is called a quokka. A quokka critter. It's actually in, I think, Australia. I had to look it up. So they're like a brownish color. So I'm gonna go with E23, E21, and E25. Okay. So E25, E23, E21. I gotta get this replaced so that I can actually put it down so you guys can see it. So we're gonna start off with the E21. And I'm just gonna put it where I'm going to be doing my shadows so that I know about where it should be at. Does he have, no, he doesn't. I thought he had a shirt on for a second, but he doesn't. All right, that's that. Now we're gonna go to E21, oh, wrong side. And then we're just gonna go ahead and put in, oh, this one's going out, isn't it? Put in those shadows. I am not an expert at Copic coloring, but I'm not bad. I am not as, at least not as bad as when I first started. Because, oh my goodness, I seen, have you guys, those of you out there that are crafting, I know there are some people that just like enjoy watching it, but if you do craft, have you ever gone back and look at your stuff that you made when you first started and then say, oh my gosh, how in the world? I do not understand shadow, where to place them. So shadow dies. So the shadow typically you would just place them. It's regular. It's like on top of each other. I'll show you how a regular shadow is. Um, but the best thing about shadow dies is honestly wherever you place it makes it. So it's all up to you. Okay, I'm gonna make this a little bit dark because it is under him. And ooh, watch me put the wrong one on the okay, no, it's the right one. Okay. Now we're gonna go back to our E21 and then we're just going to bring this up a little bit. And then I'm gonna go back to my E20, I think it was E23, to kind of help blend that out. But I want his face to glow in that middle. And I found that, I don't know, I feel like when you use the light color down as your base, it does help the blending. Ah, there we go. And then we're gonna go, oh, see, I almost put the wrong one on there. I'm gonna go back to that E23. And then we're just gonna end it up. See how it like helps the blend? Just bring that down a little bit to kind of bring like a nose contour, I guess you could say, contour his face. All right, perfect. Now his ears, let's see. I'm gonna go with R. Oh, I almost moved my whole box. R21. And then I'm gonna try to blend it out like that. Awesome. Oh, and the heart. Let's go ahead and do R21 for the heart too. We're not really gonna see it, but I just want to call it the heart. All right. Oh, I have looked back on some old things. Only started crafting in September 2022. Gotta say, most I wasn't nuts about. So when I started, I actually started during COVID time, 2020 or 2019, one of those. And then I I started out like everyone else scrapbooking, and then where did my die go? Oh, I started scrapbooking. Then I was like, oh, let me try to make a card. It's like I didn't think I could make cards, and I was like, that's cool. I didn't know you people made cards. Let me try to make cards. And I started making cards. And guys, it was horrible. If you ever look at my Instagram, at the way, way bottom, you will see I lost this die. Or the entire stamp set, honestly. Where'd it go? If you guys see my desk, oh my goodness. Oh, Jesus, it's right here. Okay. And honestly, it was horrible. It looked so bad. I currently color with single colors because I'm not brave enough to try to blend colors yet. But I have found the, oh, wow, I forgot what that thing's called. I know what the brand is. Cap don't truly represent what the marker. Yeah, you have to do swatches with your markers. I think that's like with all markers. You have to do swatches because I found that the colors of the cap never match. But if you do swatches, it will help so that you know exactly what color you're using. I have swatches of my markers, my my inks, all of it. Okay, we're gonna die cut this out. And we're gonna die cut that out. When coloring, so there is no wrong or right way to shadow. Oh, when color, yeah, there really isn't. And believe it or not, I don't know if you guys could tell, I have a light that's like literally right there. And the reason why I have that light is because I'm not Kelly Taylor, okay, who like she can like see it in her head and be like, okay, I want it to come from this way. No, I need to see the light. So I'll place a light in the direction so that I know where my shadows are. Oops, I almost did it. So you're not alone. You are not alone whatsoever. It took time. Just practice. Do not quit. Practice. Keep practicing. Baking card is a preferred thing. I work a lot, so I don't get much time to do it. You know, Kimberly, is it Kimberly? Yeah, Kimberly, when I was in the military and I was doing crafting, I don't know how these crafters, oh, wait, I forgot the other one. I don't know how these crafters have like a side, no, a job like on the side and then do the whole YouTubing. It is so much. I could only imagine. Okay, real quick. The die, you want to go ahead, set it up. You want to use the X mark. Line it up to the X mark. And make sure that, you know, the sentiments are exactly where they're supposed to be. I'm going to take the Easy C purple tape to hold it down. And then run it through. And I believe this is the last of die cutting. Oh God. This thing is a lot heavier than I thought. Alcohol markers. Oh, hello, vintage Halloween designed by Clint. Nice to meet you. Welcome. I have a feeling I put my plate in the wrong place. But it's okay. It's alive. It's safe. We're good. This is the last of die cutting. And we're going to put everything together now. All right. Now, let me give full disclosure that the mechanism I'm making, I got the idea from a card at Walmart and I loved it. Did I already pop out the, where is it? Nope. Best Wishes. There it is. That's the one I want. Oh. Jeez. Best Wishes. Or You're Amazing. This is the other side of it. Hello, friend. Just stopping by. Yeah, I think I'm going to use Best Wishes. You're amazing. I'm thinking of you. Oh, this is the issue. This is the issue I have. Okay, it's going to be between Hello, Friend and Thinking of You. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and put these away. This side. I'm going to save these for later. For another card. All right, let's put it all together. All right. So from here on out, I believe, what? Yes. Here on out, we're gonna be using our trimmers, and then we're gonna try to create it now. Oh, I was saying, yes, I got the idea from a card that I saw at Walmart, and that was, I kind of liked how it looked, so I wanted to try it to see how they did it, and then I tried to make it on my own, and that's how we came up with this one. So it's those of you who wasn't there earlier, I'll show you how it works. So the card will be like this, all right, and then when they open it, it comes up. Is that a metal you just die cut? A metal I die cut? I mean, if you're talking about the this, it's a die that Cat Scrappiness sells, and they have a bunch of different type of sentiments, and this works with all of them. So this is dry, so now we're going to go ahead, peel off the tape or the washi tape as it sticks. Okay. Cool beans. All right. Now we're going to take this and we're going to place it on here, but we want our dude to come out. So we're going to use foam strips. Hello, Bonnie. Welcome back. We're going to use some foam strip tape, and I'm going to double it because I need it to give it space so that it can move up and down. So we're going to go ahead. What are your favorite brand of paper? I'm partially Brazil, Parkland, DC. Okay. So I enjoy like I have a bunch of Brutus Monroe, and honestly, I'll be completely honest. Yes, I am part of the inspiration team of Brutus Monroe, but I did not know that there was paper. And since I have gotten those papers and started using them, they are so thick, and I love thick paper. Like it helps to keep our, our project nice and strong, but I love thick paper. So Brutus Monroe, and then my other one is Simon Says, another thick paper. All right, so we're just gonna cut off a little bit because I don't want it to show, but I still want it to hold it together, okay? And then we're going to, you know what, let me go ahead and fold this back now and make sure my guy will fit. Yes. Now, before we put this on, here we're going to cut. Not your mama's white card stuff is real absolutely best. Yes! Oh my God, yes! I think it's like 130. I've learned making cards that it is not really easy to find thick cardstock. Like it's hard to find thick cardstock. All right, I'm going to now, I don't have a specific size that we're gonna cut this hole out of, right? However, I'm going to show you where is that? Oh, here it is. No, that's not it. I might have to use a quarter. I have like these little like dot things that helped to make it move, but I don't know where it's at. I literally just had it this morning and I lost it somehow. It's just another day in the craft room. If you guys could see my desk, you'd be like, somehow you lost it because your desk is a mess. But to my defense, my desk became a mess this morning when I was creating this. So, sorry. But let me look for this really quick. I thank you guys for your patience. Just bear with me for 1 second. I'm going to see if I put it back. Yes, I did. Okay, I put it back. All right, so it's these. They come from my favorite things. But you can use a quarter or anything easy. I've never tried those papers. I usually get mine from Michael's or so I did too. I dare you to try. I dare you to try it. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna show it to you. All right. So when you're making the mechanism, you're gonna want the space of that. So the way to do it, I don't like measuring. I'm not a fan of measuring. But I will put a line so I know the sides. And then I'm going to use my ruler. And I'm going to bring it up to about midway of the box. Go on the other side. Midway of the box. And I'm not worried because you're not going to see the pencil marks, so no biggie. Don't worry about that. But I need the ruler for me to do my cuts because I'm going to use an X-Acto knife. Okay. So X-Acto knife, some people are great at using it with their hands and just, holding it down, but I am horrible at it. I am horrible. So I'm going to use my ruler and I'm going to do soft strokes. One of the things I've learned about cutting with X-Acto knives is that you don't want to press hard. You just want to repeat over and over. And that will give you a clean cut without it moving your project and all that jazz. Cut here. And then we're going to cut down here. All right. It's not going to be the best. Just use your X-Acto knife or whatever you're cutting with. If you don't have an X-Acto knife, you can probably use scissors. But you may go through it. Or actually, you can use like if you don't have an X-Acto knife, you can use a die. Where is my? Oh, here it is. You can use like one of the sentiment dies. Place it on here. Cut to where you want to go to, and then cut off with a scissor. That's another way to do it. Through this way. Okay. So we have that here. And that's where our little guy is going to pop up from, right? Now, the mechanism is really, really easy. I'm going to show you. Now, I am going to use my Brutus Monroe, not your mama's cardstock, because I need thick paper. Because I believe that's possibly what happened to the last one. I think it wasn't thick enough, but it was a prototype, so let's see. All right, so I'm going to use the short end of the paper, and it's about a 1/4 inch or so. And just in case, I'm going to cut 2 because I think I am going to make it a very, very strong. Oh, I put the wrong thing behind me. Mercy on life. I want to make it a very, very strong strip. I'm going to apply glue. Let me move this out the way. I have my my craft room is actually in my dining room. I don't even know if I would consider it to be a dining room. I technically kicked out the dining room, moved it over there, and said, "This is my craft room." And that's that. Ooh, I got it stuck on here. Okay, we're going to go ahead, double this up so it could be nice and strong. And it's a long piece of paper, but it's okay. And if you want to know the size, it is 8.5 by 1/2 inch, actually. So it's a 1/2 inch. And what we're gonna do, we're going to, most of the time when we do like pop-up stuff, it tends to normally come from the bottom or something. We're actually gonna do it from the top because the way the card is gonna open, the card, once the card opens, that is actually what pulls up the cocoa critter, okay? So I'm going to use the little, that thing we put there. I'm gonna put, actually, let me put this on here first. And then a little bit, not too much because I don't want it to stick. And you want it to move freely. Use my tweezers. These are so cute, aren't they? They are from Cat Scrappiness, the rainbow. What is that? Oh, this is from My Favorite Things. What is it called? Slider Element. It's called a slider element. I've had these for years, I think. I've had it for years. All right. So that's gonna move up and down like that. And then I'm gonna slide it up first so that I could see he comes out. And then I like to bring it back so I can make sure it doesn't show. So that's about where we're doing it, near the heart. And you can use any kind of critter that you have, you can use to make this. Hello, hello, Angel. That is my daughter, Angel, the Angel Crazy Universe. That's my daughter, Angel, who's supposed to be at school, young lady. So we're gonna go ahead and put this up here. My daughter is most likely the reason why she can see this live is because she goes to one of those special schools for higher learning preparatory education schools, but and they are a lot different from the way school was for us. All right, so see how that's moving? That's perfect. Now, card base wise, I'm gonna do a top folding card base. You know what? Let's go ahead and put this together. I'm gonna put glue around so I can have a little wiggle room, and so that I know it'll stick, because I kind of did mess with this a little bit. So you're gonna try to line it up. I'm gonna bring him up just so that I don't get anything on him, just in case. Line it up to the bottom and all around. Cool. There we go. Perfect. So right now it's wiggly because we're gonna put stuff in the back to kind of keep it, but that's how it's gonna look. All right. And then now we're gonna put We're gonna take a top folding card, which is measured at should be 11 and a half by 4 1/4. Hold on. Did I say that right? 11 and a half by 4 1/4. Have mercy on this. 8.5 by 11. That's what it is. 8.5 by 11. All right, and then we're gonna score it. Score it at 5.5. And this is, again, this is not your mama cardstock, so I do have to like go in there. Give it a good crease. All right. Now, with this card, we have to, in order for us, because you don't want that strip to be showing, right? So we're gonna have to, I don't know if you could see in there, but I created, hold on, there we go, right here, a little dot, a little thing here to kind of help it move around and hide that strip as well. I do want to do like a little quick background. What color is that blue again? I'm gonna go for marine, and this is gonna be like a quick little blotch, like in the center. Where are my craft room is not the way I would love it to be right now, because we're possibly moving to Germany. Bye, Kimberly. Thanks for coming. We're possibly moving to Germany, and so with that, I had to, being that I'm on design teams, I needed to make sure that I have all of my essential craft stuff with me. And I'm gonna take from this little bit that I dotted off and then go back. And I just want it to be like a glow. Let's see. Oh, nope, definitely needs more. Alrighty. I don't know. My arm gets tired after a while of doing it. But it's so worth it. It is worth it. All right, let's see. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. And then with that same stencil that we used before, oh my God, I forgot to put in my water. Guys, make sure you put your stencils in water after you're done using it. I'm gonna go for a darker blue. It's called Cadet. It's be a lot easier. I forgot to, it's gonna take forever for me to clean that thing. And then we're just gonna take that and we're just gonna go around to kind of get that pattern of the box onto the card. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It's like a fade. Isn't it cute? All right. Let me go try to put this in this box. Hopefully it'll still take it off. It probably won't, but my lesson. I messed it up. All right. Now, for the mechanism. Determine where you want to put your card, right? If you want it way at the bottom, then you know that your mechanism, you're going to have to cut it lower. If you want it on top, then you get the gist of it, right? I'm going to be placing this on top of here. So I'm going to want it to be about there. Now, I told you guys I don't like measuring. Watch how I do this. That is where I know the birthday starts. So about right here. Yeah, right there. We're just gonna do a small little slit. I'm gonna show you how I am with this. It will not affect the use of the stencil, just a look. I know, but like when you have stamps, Michelle, and like your stamps are dirty because it has been loved so well. And you're like, oh man, I just want to get it clean again. That's what I just want it to be clean. Like my Misty is horrible now. So I brought another one. Well, I got my husband to buy another one. I was like, babe, this is for my job. I have to have clean stuff. He doesn't know. He doesn't know that we're a mess. He doesn't know that we make our things a mess all the time, and it's completely normal. But until he starts watching card videos with me at night, then I'm gonna try to get what I want. All right. It's not a perfect, but it's fine. Doesn't matter. It's gonna be hidden. It just needs to be open. And it just needs to make sure that that fits. It does. Now, let's stabilize this guy here. Now this, we're gonna put foam dots. We're gonna put foam tape over here along the sides of them, and we're gonna double it as well, the same exact way. Have you used the squeaky clean yet? Oh, have I? Girl, I've used. I have it here. I have one down there because I have another table that's behind my craft table that if I just sit down, I'm just working. That's where I do it at. I have used it, but my Misty was like that for months. Yeah, I know. I got to do better. It was like that for months. I didn't clean it or anything. I just took it as it is. All right. All right, so we put one strip here. Be careful not to cut that piece off. Bring it over. And then place the other strip on the other side. Try not to get your cardstock. You don't want your mechanism to be stuck on the cardstock. And then remember, oh wait, no, this is the back of it, so we're good. We could just leave it at that. I'm just gonna bring that over. And if you take the backings off, it helps a whole lot. I have probably 18 to 20 cents. I found out that one of the ones I have had a scent, and I kid you not, I was like, where the heck is that smell coming from? I started checking my fan, and I'm like, did you guys spray something? And then I found out it was my squeaky clean. I was like, oh, go figure. Oh, then that's when I went crazy and started getting a whole bunch of different ones. Cause women, we love the good smells. And if our craft things are gonna smell good, ugh, say less. Say less. All right. Now I am gonna put a little bit more because I do want this to be stable. I don't need that much. I'm just gonna fold this, put it back, and put this on here. I'm gonna have to remove it to kind of help it maneuver. All right, and then I'm gonna use regular foam squares that can fit in between it. Because I just want it to be stable. I want it to be as stable as possible. Okay. Tomorrow I will not be doing a live, guys. I mentioned earlier I have like VA stuff to do, and it's like 3 hours long to do it. So, all right, taking the mechanism off, holding it in place. You're going to slide it in there. Place your box down. There we go. Fold this back over. Make sure it's movable. Oh, I do have to hide this. So, remember I said in the beginning, I said how to fix any roadblocks that you may encounter? This is a roadblock. I don't know when. I probably moved it. I probably was moving it while I was doing this whole thing, but we're gonna make it work. Watch. So, I have here some. Oh, here it is. This is the cardstock that I had used, right? Are you going to any craft events this year? I would love to. Honestly, I honestly would love to. I just tend to find out about them late. There was one. It's like I think it's for planners though, because I do a lot, Michelle. Like I make shirts, tumbler cups. Actually, this is one of my. Yeah, here it is. Come out. So I made these little blocks, like my paperweights. I love messing with resin. Resin is an addiction of its own. It truly, truly is. All right, so I don't know if you guys saw, I did put the pink paper back there, but it moved. Hold on. It moved. Do it again. This is a thing, guys. We're gonna make mistakes. And even those of us who work and do it as a job, we still make mistakes with these. So the mistake that I made, because again, I'm kind of creating this on my own, right? So it's not really a thing, but I needed to stick it to the actual box. Hold on, I gotta try to see it. I can't see right now. Hold on. Here we go. There we go. Okay. It keeps moving. I mean, the mechanism is working, but that little back piece keeps moving. So I'm gonna have to actually cut out the box again. Where? Oh yeah. I'm gonna cut out the box again in the same color, and then cut that top flap off and then glue it down. Where paper color I used? Oh, my sister, not my sister. My daughter. I went. My daughter has her. I apologize. I disappeared. My daughter has her. She has her own cardstock that I bought her, and I stole two from her. All right, I'm gonna cut this out really quick. I have my Sizzix over here, so I'm not gonna do it because we are getting close with time, but we're almost done. We are almost done. And then I'm just going to cut out on the line. Bam. And then we're just gonna tuck it right behind him and kind of make it look like nothing happened. And now you can move him down and up without seeing that mark in the back. So that's great. Now, 2. So what you're gonna wanna do, since you want it to be open, are you, yes, the Go Wild. Yes, it was in Texas. So that's the reason why I didn't go. It was expensive, but why did it stop short? Oh, that thing is stuck down there. I forgot. It was expensive, but it seemed so fun. And I was like, you know what? I need this. I need that. I need to be around a bunch of supportive women and feel normal and kind of be around people. So, all right, real quick. Let's get back to this real quick. So with this card, we're going to place it right on top of here. And you can cover here with a regular, like a cardstock, just to like hide this. But we're gonna place it here. And then we're going to put, where are my, oh, here it is. I'll use this one. I'm gonna take some tape. I'm gonna make sure that he's pulled all the way up or as high up as I want him to be, right? And then you gotta put tape both sides. And take some cardstock. And if you want, you can get fancy with it. Let's try to get fancy with it a little bit. I'll use a color cardstock. Let's go with the pink. Let's keep this pink thing going on since we're already there. All right, and you can cut it down. You know what? Let's cut it down. I think it'll look aesthetically pleasant if we cut it a little bit. So I'm gonna cut it just slightly smaller. So I'm gonna do 4. Make sure it's against that. 4 by 5 and a quarter. And then, all right. So it's up. Our guy is where he's supposed to be. We're putting this between. I don't know if you guys can see it, but take that, place it equally. I'm all about the eyeball. And then I like the main part to be where it's supposed to be. And that, ooh. And then I'll get that over. If you ever get adhesive anywhere you don't want it, use this eraser. It has changed everything. I just need the end of it to not show. And I'm pushing it all in there. Oh! That down. Now, the mechanism part, we're going to actually place a little bit of tape down there, lift that up, put it down. Put that down. All right, this is the important part. I'm gonna use a bone folder. Put it that corner, fold it over. Go. Hold up. Gotta make sure it's folded right. Hold up. Okay. All right. So your recipient receives it. We're going to now place where's my birthday? Okay. Right back there. And then get it all together. And then it's not simple, but it's a nice little interactive card. Here we go. I need it to not move. Don't move. And then okay, so hold on. My mechanism I have to readjust it. Best thing about tape runners, they're so forgiving. Okay, so you want it to be closed and then open. So close. All right, I folded it the wrong place. There we go. Put it back in. Retape. Place it back in there. And then just in case if this tape just went out, because we've been doing this for a while now, let's go ahead and put some more tape back on there. And this thing is messing with me. Hold on, guys. It's messing with me. Hold on. I told you, this is like a hard thing to really get through. Up. Why is this thing not? How did I do it? I have to check how I did it. Okay. I see what I did. All right. So bring it up. You gotta kind of put it at a 90 degree. That's what happened. Put it at a 90 degree. And actually, I'm gonna go ahead and just cut this off a little bit to make it easier for me to work with. More tape. 90 degrees. Up. Go. All right. So. A little bit more to the top so that they're not struggling. Pull it open. All right. Have mercy on life. It's not an easy mechanism. That's all I'm saying. There might be a reason why it hasn't been made. All right. So I might actually have to fix how I did this paper. And I'm going to do a little surgery. Just a little surgery. And I'll probably, to pull this part off, right? Thank you, Michelle. Let's see if it works. All right. Doesn't go as in as I wanted it to, but you kind of get the gist of it. It's so weird because you get the gist of how it works, but this one, the mistake I made with this one, I did so much surgery on this one that this one, it opened, but it didn't close. But I had, if you see back here, like I taped strips after strips before I figured out like, oh, one long strip would have worked. So it's not too bad. I'll probably try to redo this again and make a better version, but you have your little critter there. And then when you open, it comes up a little bit, just a little bit, but it does go up and down, unlike the other one. We just have to, it probably needed more room. But what do you guys think? Was this somewhat informative? I hope I was able to show you guys something new and different. If you want, you can add gems to it, but it's been 2 hours. Well, I've only been known for an hour, but look at that. Isn't that cool? And just imagine, like, you can do it with any critter that you may have. I love this. Yes, it does. I would love it. You know what, Michelle? Contact me. I'm going to send this one to you. Thank you guys so much, Karen, Michelle. I appreciate it. Thank you, Angel. Your mom still has some tricks. Do you guys have any questions for me? Any questions before I end this live? I will be back on Thursday I'm actually going to start Thursday at 10 o'clock. And it's going to be Brutus Monroe theme. I think, yeah, Thursday at 10 o'clock. Yes. 10 o'clock mountain time, by the way. Not, I think it's in Eastern time, 10, 11, 12. 12 o'clock Eastern time. All right, thank you. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you guys so much. And you guys have a special place in my heart. So I really appreciate it. And all my followers and subscribers, thank you so much. You guys are the reason why I continue making cards and honestly why I'm thriving. Because if it wasn't for wanting to do this for you guys and make things make projects for you guys, I would not be able I would my treatment for my care would decline. This is something I enjoy. This is something I do. And sharing it with other people and showing and hearing everyone and getting other people's opinions, all of those things, they all mean something. So thank you, thank you, thank you so much for everything that you guys do. I will see you guys on Thursday. Don't forget, you are beautiful and you matter. Bye.